Welcome to B&B Movie Reviews. This week, Samara Weaving and Kathryn Newton team up to evade more families trying to kill them. And speaking of killing, Zazie Beetz fights her way through a horde of Satanists. A horde of Satanists, Bryan.
Yes. A deadly storm brings in even something deadlier to a small coastal town, and Keanu Reeves is being extorted for his past transgressions. Stay right there. B&B is coming up next.
Listen, you guys seem like good people, and I don't even know why I'm here. We haven't seen each other in like 7 years.
Why not?
It's complicated.
Nice leverage, moron. This thing doesn't even care about the other thing.
You two don't get along?
We had a falling out.
About what? She's
For
fucking
being an
twat.
asshole.
Estranged sisters Kathryn Newton and Samara Weaving are caught in the midst of a new game in the horror sequel, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Bryan, I hate that number 2 in the title.
I do too.
And it's not actually in the movie. When the title comes up in the movie, it just says, Ready or Not, Here I Come. But marketing people have to put that 2 in there.
You gotta know it's a sequel.
Yeah, and it is very much a sequel. It's a big number 2 movie. Did it live up to the original for you?
I guess to bury the lead, no, it didn't.
Ouch.
Yeah, I didn't think it was as good as the first movie. But with that being said, going to your point about it being very much a direct sequel, I do like how this movie really just picks up literally from the last frame of the last movie. And then we just kind of go from that, when she's sitting on that stoop of the mansion, and we kind of go.
Which is like crazy impressive, right? Because the first film, I didn't realize this, I had forgotten, came out in 2019.
7 years ago.
It's a pre-pandemic movie.
Yeah.
And this one picks up immediately after the first one. Samara Weaving, she's a witch. She hasn't aged.
Hasn't aged, still looks the same.
Amazing.
Amazing. So then we kind of, the thing about this movie is that in any sequel, you're going to expand the world. You're going to expand the lore. You're going to expand the myth. So this goes from the single family to the 5 families that are part of the satanic
Who are
cult.
controlling the entire world.
The entire
right?
world.
Yeah.
And I think part of me, the thing that really just didn't work for me is the fact that how this movie expands the world. Because I think one of the things that really worked about that first movie was the claustrophobia of it. Is the fact that Samara Weaving is caught in this mansion and she has to hide and escape from this family.
Yeah.
But now when you kind of open it up, and now you're kind of like outside, you're in the woods, you're on this golf course or whatever, I don't know, it takes a little bit of that tension away from me.
Not only do you expand the world, which complicates things, you have to build off of the insanity of the first film's climax, right?
Yeah.
The first movie, for most of it, it's just this scary slasher film, right?
Yeah.
Samara Weaving marries into this family, and it turns out they're all psychopaths. They're all saying, like, we got to kill you because Satan tells us to.
Yeah.
And then you're waiting for Satan to show up, and like, is Satan going to show up? Are they crazy? And then, spoilers for the first film, Satan shows up, and people start exploding. And like, once you have that, to come down, to like slow down at the beginning of Ready or Not 2, you can't quite build again. Like, the momentum doesn't work. And therefore, the movie is building to not an insane action scene. I don't want to spoil what it is, but it kind of grinds to a halt in the last 15 minutes of this movie. It's like momentum, stop.
Yeah, then the movie just kind of stops.
This film starts so broad because the last film ends so broad. And therefore, like, these characters are all acting too high in every sense of that word.
Yeah.
And the comedy just doesn't settle, right? Like, we're starting here, we got really nowhere to go.
Speaking of comedy, I want to kind of go to that point that you had mentioned as far as tone as well. And another issue that I kind of had is that one specific character played by Sean Hattasy, who I love Sean Hattasy. I mean,
the faculty,
the faculty, man. That's where I first saw him. And of course, Sarah Michelle Gellar's in this movie.
Yeah.
I love
They're
from Buffy.
brother and sister.
Brother and sister in this movie. There's a sequence in this movie that feels very mean-spirited, and the tone of it is kind of shifting in two different directions that I think don't really play very well. Where basically Sean Hattasy's character is, I'll just say it, he's kind of just beating up on Catherine Newton's character.
Brutally. Right? Like this isn't a fun action sequence. This is a painful, ugly sequence.
It's not fun, but the way they juxtapose that with a sequence where Samara Weaving is having a fight with someone else, and that's played for more comedic value. Yeah. But the way you're intercutting that sequence, it just feels very off-putting.
I felt
in the
seasick in the balance of the I needed Dramamine to get through that sequence, and where that character, what's his name? I can't remember.
Oh,
the Davenport. When Davenport Sr., because now David Cronenberg is dead. I love seeing David Cronenberg. Now that he wants to be like the powerful of the powerful Satanists, I don't want to spoil it, but he does something in the tone of that mean-spiritedness towards the end of this film that I think betrays the casting of this movie. Like, if you're going to have these characters, you can't have that character do that to that character.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. It just doesn't, and I don't want to say that. I think there's a place for mean-spiritedness. That's a word.
Yeah.
Mean-spirit. I think there's a place for that in filmmaking and in storytelling.
But not in this movie.
Yeah, and I think it just has to be done. I don't want to say done the right way, but I think that
it just doesn't align with what we experienced in the first film. Like there are mean elements in the first film, but like that movie is a riot. And I need part 2 to be even more of a riot, right? Like it should be a good time at the cinema.
Yeah.
And then there are these moments that just kind of like kick you down.
Yeah.
And it's hard to come up after a sequence like that.
So I don't know, what's your rating for this one?
We're the B&B show.
Yeah.
If we like something, we give it a B+. If we don't like something, we give it a B-. This is like on the line for me.
Yeah.
For the most part, I had a good time at it. I like the concept of the Ready or Not movies. I love the cast. Samara Weaving and Catherine Newton are so good as sisters. We didn't even mention Elijah Wood as the devil's lawyer. Very good.
Yeah.
I'm going to go B+. It's just over it.
I get it.
I liked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm going B. I'm going B-. It just didn't really. When I look at these two movies as a whole, it just doesn't really work for me, and I think they really kind of dropped the ball with continuing Samara Weaving's story. I don't think the sister dynamic worked as well. It felt. Excuse me, it felt a little forced to me, although I do like Catherine Newton as an actress. It's just their dynamic, and I do buy them as sisters. It just felt a little forced to me, like that estranged relationship between the two of them. But overall, I just have to go B- for me on this one. So, yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, those are our thoughts on Ready or Not 2. Here I come. Ready or Not 2, here I come. I say, these titles, man, they kind of do a better job with these titles. Anyway,
I think it's a great title if you took out the 2.
Yeah, you just got to take a 2 out. All right. Those are our thoughts on that film. When we come back, there's a very similar film that kind of follows in the same kind of tone and structure and storytelling. But do we like that one a little bit better? We'll let you know. Stay right there.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Who are you?
Sharpshooter drop helicopters black.
The satanic cults get more than they bargained for when their sacrificial lamb isn't so easy to take down. In the pulpy action comedy, They Will Kill You.
Yeah, Bryan.
All right, Brad. They Will Kill You. This is a movie that was highly anticipated for me coming into 2026, especially when I saw the trailer, when I saw the name attached from the director of Kirill Sokolov, a director that we got to experience his first film at Fantastic Fest back in 2018, and that debut film just kind of knocked me on, knocked me out. It knocked me out. I mean, visually, he's just an incredible storyteller. So yeah, when I saw his name attached to this, I was really excited. He does bring a lot of that flair into this movie. Zazie Beetz, who I love as an actress, I thought she kind of fits this role.
That's a lot of anticipation there, Bryan.
I know. My anticipation was very high for this movie. I was expecting a lot. I got some of that out of it, but I really did like this movie. I did.
I loved this movie. I had a great time at the cinema. I think you need to see this with the crowd. I wish we could have watched this movie at Fantastic Fest in Austin.
God, that would have been
This
awesome.
would have been one of the best screenings. I think if you had seen this movie at Fantastic Fest with a Fantastic Fest crowd, you would be in love with it.
Oh, yeah, easily.
It is very similar to Ready or Not One, right? Like Zazie Beetz finds herself in a building with a bunch of Satanists who are chasing her down, and she turns out to have some skills that are going to help her through this situation. She's not all that you think she is either.
No.
This movie is a blast. Kirill Sokolov is clearly inspired by a lot of the same things that Quentin Tarantino is inspired by.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably inspired a lot by Quentin Tarantino.
Oh.
The needle drops operate a lot like they do in Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
Zazie Beetz is saying dialogue that might as well be dialogue from The Bride. I think she's doing imitations of Uma Thurman at certain points in this movie.
Yeah.
A total blast.
Yes. Yeah. No, I agree. I think the first, and let me kind of go back a little bit. I don't want to say that I didn't enjoy this movie, because I had a ball with this movie. I had a blast with this movie. It's just that, again, my expectations probably were a little high, but I will have to say, like, the first half of this movie, like, I love the setup. Like, I love the setup of Zazie Beetz' character, like discovering like who she is, even though we see a little bit of that in the trailer, but also going to the Satanists, like not really knowing who they were, and there's some reveals with them as well, which I don't know. I'm not going to spoil it because the movie's not doing that.
Don't spoil it.
The movie's not doing that well, so I think a lot of people will probably discover this movie on streaming and on VOD. So I don't want to spoil any of that. But I thought that discovery of the Satanists and who they are and some of their abilities.
Their first needle drop in this movie was a delight.
Yeah.
And I think all the actors raised to the characters that they're playing. Like they know what kind of movie they're in. Patricia Arquette, Tom Felton, Heather Graham. Like I really like all of them, and even like the smaller characters, even below them. You know, like the no names in this movie, I think are really doing great work too.
Yeah, I just think the second half of the movie just wasn't as strong. And I know you might think differently than this.
I think differently
because I know. And again, I'm not like, look.
Bryan, put yourself in a Fantastic Fest crowd, okay? I'm not going to say what happens.
Yeah.
But when Patricia Arquette does a thing at the very end of this movie, and then the movie graduates to another level of silly, that crowd at Fantastic Fest would have been on their feet, and you would have been on your feet too.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You saw it at a press screening. Or no?
No. Because
so you just saw it like what? Like on a Wednesday
just a
afternoon?
regular, like I think it was like a Thursday night.
How many people were in the theater with you?
It was like maybe 10.
So yeah, maybe 10 watching it. Maybe 10 of 10 people who didn't know what kind of movie they were getting into.
That's true.
You need the audience.
Yeah, to kind of know what they're walking into.
It's like a comedy, right?
Yeah.
Like you need the energy to feed on.
Oh, what's your rating?
It's a huge B+. I loved it. It's one of my favorite movies of the year.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna go that far yet. I still have to kind of look at what I've seen, but I agree it is a B+. I'm not as high on it as you are, but I did enjoy the experience of watching this movie, and you can't go wrong with Zazie Beetz, and
She's so good.
She's so good. She's so good. So yeah,
That
that's
samurai sword,
awesome, man.
fire axe,
Oh, the fire axe.
the table,
Yeah,
the shotgun. So good.
yeah. It's a B plus, easily. So, yeah. All right. Those are our thoughts on They Will Kill You. When we come back, there's a new shark movie on Netflix. We'll talk about that. Stay right there.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Just breathe.
They're saying it could be a Category 5.
That's what they always say, and then everything turns out to be fine.
Jesus Christ. Lisa! Get your high ground! Go, go!
Sharks flood into a small coastal town when the levees break after a Category 5 storm hits in the Netflix movie Thrash. Netflix movie Thrash.
Yeah,
You remember the movie Crawl?
I do. I like Crawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the same movie as Crawl.
Same movie.
Like, almost exactly.
Yes, pretty much.
Weird.
Yeah, very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird that they kind of, interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder
But sharks, not alligators.
not alligators.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder if AI wrote it.
Oh, let's not bring up the subject of AI. I'm not ready to have that conversation with you, Brian,
no.
on the B&B movie reviews.
Bring
Like,
it back.
my head's going to explode.
Bring it back.
Nuclear
Bring it back.
fire. This movie is fine.
It's very fine with a capital F.
Like, Tommy Vercola, who directed, the Dead Snow movies,
Okay.
definitely the second one. He also did Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters.
Yeah.
Like, he has a tone that I like. These are, kind of like They Will Kill You and Ready or Not 2. Like, I think Thrash belongs on the
Yeah.
same VHS shelf at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video
Yeah.
back in 1992.
It'll have a good run this first week out.
Right. And there's like good kills in this film. As a Fangoria kid, there's a couple.
Yeah.
I think there's one really good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't amount to much.
Yeah, I mean, I think none of this movie really amounts to much. Again, last episode, I think we talked about a film. Oh, we talked about Normal when I talked about Economy of Time. So this movie and the movie we're going to talk about after this are less than 90 minutes. These movies are like an hour and 23 minutes, which when I saw it, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, I was happy. So to me, a great white shark movie
Yeah.
should be 88 minutes.
There you go.
Like, that is a perfect time.
There you go.
So, like, I saw the runtime, I saw the director, I saw sharks. It's
Yeah.
like, let's go.
Let's go, yeah. And the movie doesn't waste time getting into the shark action and the plot. And like when everything kicks off, when the levees break and the storm floods and the water floods the city, like
Yeah.
all that happens
I got
within.
my chips. I'm on the couch.
Yeah.
Let's chow down with the sharks.
There you go. It all happens within 15 minutes. It gets going. But everything else in this movie is so paper thin.
It is thin. The characters are translucent.
Very. And there's nobody. I mean, the only named actor is Jaimin Hansu, and he's kind of relegated to kind of just like wanting to get back to his niece. He's not even really in the action of the movie.
Like him doing Treat Williams in Deep Rising.
Oh, Deep Rising. Yeah.
Right, like that's the Jaimin Hansu that I wanted.
Yeah.
And I love a shark movie. Like, obviously, the best shark film of all time is
Jaws.
Yeah. The second best shark film of all time is
Deep Blue Sea.
Jaws 2. The third best shark movie of all time is Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea, there you go.
I like Jaws 2. I'm the guy.
Okay, Jaws 2 is good.
Like there's some good kills in Jaws
yeah,
2.
it
Right? Like
is.
that helicopter sequence.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And like I like the elements of the paper thin characters. Like we got a pregnant girl here.
Yeah.
Spoilers, she gives birth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
While the sharks are
While
in the
the
water with her.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot.
And it's telegraphed when she's having the conversation with her mother. Oh, don't you want to have a water birth?
Yeah, you know it's gonna
Okay.
like Like, that's great. Like, when I heard the water birth line, I was like, this movie knows what it is. Let's go.
There you go. There you go.
But then, like, the shark stuff is like, again, there's some good kills, but like, there's not much going on. It's pretty slow.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying about these movies
that
like
time stretching happening.
Dude, and with a movie that's an hour and 23 minutes, it's like you can't. I don't know why it feels like it's so long when there's nothing really going on. And then, of course, yeah, it's peppered with. We talk about the locals in Normal last episode. It's kind of doing the same thing here, where you kind of learn about the geography and a lot of different locals here.
Like, it's the Jaws thing. Jaws does the same thing, and then, like, the final moments of the movie, I kind of liked the final reveal.
Oh, yeah, like the tease.
Yeah. I'd watch another one.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, because you would make me, because of the show that we do.
Probably have to review. Yeah, you're right. I don't know, but yeah,
it's on Netflix. Like, if I had to go to the theater to see this, I would say, like, no, stay away. Wait for video. But guess what? I don't have to wait for video. It's streaming. I've got a Netflix account already.
There you go.
Might as well watch it.
Might as well watch it.
If you don't have Netflix, don't subscribe for this movie.
Yeah.
Like somebody did.
My apologies. What's your rating for this?
I did not like this film, but I didn't hate it. I have to go B- because of my morality. But also, if you watched it, I think you're fine. You probably had some fun watching it.
Yeah, I don't think if you watch it, you're going to feel like it was well, it depends. Like, I can't really say that. But I'm not going to say...
You know how expensive Netflix is right now?
Well, yeah, that is true, too.
You know, like, I mean, they're pushing you to the non-commercial route, but I refuse.
Yeah, okay. Smart man.
Am I?
Yeah, I mean, commercials...
Who needs a savings account?
True. I know all about that. That's waste more money than I need to even think about. Anyway, yeah, B- for me. So that's a B- for both of us. Yeah, thrash. Better movies to watch on Netflix.
Like the next one, but not on Netflix, on Apple.
Yeah, and I don't even know if that's worth a watch. Preview.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Yeah. So yeah, our next movie, Keanu Reeves is in Jonah Hill's second directorial feature on Apple TV Plus. Stay right there. We'll have that review coming up next.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Tell me what the is going on?
Here's a video.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's on it?
I have no idea.
I thought you buried everything that needed to be buried without it getting out to the public. When I got sober 5 years ago, I changed my life.
And thank God you did. Since you've been out of the game, everything's changed. But for the record, you are the GOAT. The true GOAT, Bubby. You're the best to ever do it. I swear to God, I hate to say it, but it's nice to be back on the court with you.
Keanu Reeves plays Hollywood star Reef Hawk, who learns he is being extorted when an old video is threatened to be released to the public that could ruin his image in the Jonah Hill-directed Outcome on Apple TV Plus. All right, Brad. So Jonah Hill, this is his second directorial feature. His first feature film, mid-90s, which we saw again, debuted at Fantastic Fest.
This episode is a great commercial for Fantastic Fest.
It really is. If we can go back to those years of Fantastic Fest, anyway. But I know, like, mid-90s was a film that we both really enjoyed.
Yeah,
I know
really
that you had interviewed Jonah Hill
I
during
did,
that.
and the whole cast.
And the whole cast during that time.
One of my favorite interviews I've ever done.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill tried to control all those kids. It was great.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
Yeah. So I like Jonah Hill as an actor. Coming out of that first movie he directed, was interested to see what he would do as a director, especially being in movies like Wolf of Wall Street with Martin Scorsese, who's also in this movie.
Yeah.
You could tell he was making some calls to some friends.
I mean, he's doing Star Wars films now. Scorsese's out here acting.
Having fun.
He's having a great time.
He's having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in his old age. He's just like, look, I'm here to have a blast
Yeah.
now. So, yeah, I was looking forward to seeing what Jonah Hill was going to do with his career behind the camera. He does this movie. It feels like this is him kind of working through some things that he kind of went through in the media.
Like, to me, this is like a therapy session. And I'm sure it's super interesting for Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
But it is Dollsville for Brad Gullickson.
Dude, I mean, again, going to the last movie that we talked about with Thrash, I'm going to Runtime. And this movie, again, clocks in under 90 minutes. I think it's like an hour 25 with credits. So it's extremely short, a short movie. And just like, even more so than Thrash, this movie felt so long.
You know what this movie did not have that Thrash had?
What's that?
Killer sharks.
They need that in this. They need that in this.
Give me some killer sharks in this plot, and I could wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
I adore Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Even like mediocre Keanu Reeves movies, I enjoy.
Yeah.
Right? What was that one he did with Aziz Ansari not too long ago? Good Fortune.
Oh, Good Fortune. I wasn't the biggest fan of that.
Neither was I, but it was pretty good. It was,
Yeah.
I had a good time with it. Like, it wasn't my favorite movie, but
yeah.
This movie is so boring, Bryan.
Yeah, it's brutal. I mean, of course it's going for satire, but the satire, but the thing about that is satire sometimes need to be a little bit kind of like smart, energetic, a little
thematic.
nuanced. Yeah, very thematic, but this feels very kind of on the nose. It feels like it's kind of hammering home some of these points about, celebrity life and victimhood with celebrity and social media. And, because Keanu Reeves is this character that is being extorted because of videos about to come out during a period of his time.
The Pam and Tommy Hulu miniseries from a few years ago did a much better job with the themes and ideas in this film.
Yeah. The only two actors, and they, again, bit roles, Martin Scorsese and Susan Lucci, who plays Keanu Reeves, Reef Hawk's mother.
Yeah,
like she has one scene in the movie, and they're the only two people who feel like they're actually trying to create characters. Like Matt Bomer and Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, why?
It's like they're just there.
And like Keanu Reeves, and I think it's because it's his character, but he's just so wooden in this movie.
Yeah, I think that's part of it, and I like Keanu Reeves.
I love Keanu Reeves.
And I mean, sometimes, same. And sometimes that woodenness, that wooden performance that he can give is some of his charm with Keanu Reeves. But I think also too, and I don't know if you feel the same way. It's like just within the context of the story, when you have a character that is being extorted for something heinous that they did previously, like Keanu Reeves is a beloved actor, just like his persona. So to cast him, I think he's miscast in this movie.
I think I agree with you.
So so I think bringing somebody who's a beloved actor to play a character that's supposed to be seen as somebody that's not likable. Like,
is he doing like a Tom Cruise thing in this movie?
His character is supposed to be a Tom Cruise-like character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just doesn't come off that way. And I don't know, there's just a lot of missteps in this movie. I think with the casting, I think with some of the choices directorial-wise.
I think this was all about Jonah Hill, what Jonah Hill needed to get done.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for him, and I hope it does something for him.
Yeah.
But it did very little for me.
Absolutely nothing for me. I mean, this is probably one of the worst movies I've seen so far this year. It's just really not good.
I'm never going to see it again.
Never.
It's certainly not worth a subscription to Apple TV Plus.
No.
Just FYI.
I apologize.
There's other things on Apple TV I can watch.
For the second time, I apologize. What's your rating for this? I think I know your rating. What's your rating for this?
This is a B-. This is my least favorite film of the episode.
Yeah, this is a B- for me as well. It's just not worth watching at all. Stay away at all costs. So those are our thoughts on Outcome. So let's go back and recap the movies that we talked about on this episode. We started with Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, take out the 2. That was a split for us? Right, yeah, that was a split. B+, Brad gave that a B+. That was a B- for me. Then we move over to They Will Kill You. That movie was a B+ for both of us. Then we go over to Thrash. The shark movie on Netflix, that was a B-. We go get that B-. Yeah, that was a B- for both of us. And then Outcome, in my opinion, one of the worst movies of the year. That was a B- for both of us.
Sad.
Yes, very sad. There you go. So thank you for joining us on this latest episode of B&B Movie Reviews. Come be a part of the conversation. If you have questions, suggestions, feel free to email us at bnbmoviereviews@gmail.com. And with that, we will see you at the movies.